Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Journey Across the Galaxy. We are continuing our adventures towards Beagle Point, having already crossed over the center of the galaxy from the bubble way back over here, and we are making our way towards the very edge, to the very popular explorer's destination of Beagle Point. We have about 236 jumps left in our current leg. Let's go ahead and get up off the ground and into the air / space and all of that. Wondering why my volume was up so high. I didn't really have it turned up. So yeah, let's go ahead, hop into the next system. If you're just joining our series right now, the purpose of this trip is primarily to increase our exobiology rank, and then as I've been going along, I've kind of settled on probably trying to save up enough money to buy a fleet carrier so I can start doing some deep space exploration in the black and just kind of stay out there with all my ships and stuff. So the goal is to get away from the bubble and kind of stay away, if at all possible. And who knows, maybe some people will want to join along for the trip. We'll see how that goes once we get through all of this stuff and actually save up the money that we need to make that happen. Now, when we jump into a system, we typically pop our discovery scanner, as we're doing right now. Then, if I remember, I try to check the system map to see if there are any bodies that have already been explored by other people, and if not, we'll go ahead and stop and check out the full spectrum system scanner to see if there are any high value planets, as evidenced by the Earth-like worlds. If you can see there at the bottom right, Earth-like worlds, ammonia worlds, and water worlds. There are none in this system, and I typically set a limit of 15 bodies to do a full scan of the system, just for a balance between exploration and actually trying to get somewhere. So since we have 25 in this one and no high value planets to find, we're just going to go ahead and hop into the next system. Now, I do actually have a topic of discussion to talk about today. Boy, the Backlash, man, the Backlash. I recently made a video detailing my experience with Star Citizen. And the video was primarily intended as a response to those of you who watch my videos and have been suggesting it as a potential game for me to play. And I approached the video with, absolutely not an open mind, because my experience with Star Citizen over the years has been quite negative. And people are trying to convince me that, it's a game that's worth playing, and it's, and for you, it might be. For you, the game might absolutely be worth playing. My intention was never to say that, the game isn't worth it for anyone. I was saying that the game isn't worth it for me. I have zero interest in it myself. And boy, people don't like it when you criticize their favorite game. Now, to be fair, a lot of people were making a big point of the fact that I didn't do the tutorial. To be honest with you, I don't recall seeing an option for a tutorial. It's entirely possible I clicked past it when I loaded back into the game. It has been a very long time, and I don't remember, very much about the game. Oh, there's a biological source here. If you look up in the top right, you can see that, but I'd like to find one that has at least 2. So we'll keep searching around, and if we don't find anything, we'll just move on to the next system. I bought a ship for Star Citizen back when it first came out. I mean, that long ago, I've been vaguely involved with the game. And I come back and I revisit it every once in a while just to see if it's gotten to the point where it's worth my time. And so, as this particular series has gotten, somewhat popular compared to some of the other things that I do on my channel, other people have been saying, you should do Star Citizen, you should do Star Citizen. And I'm like, I don't want to do Star Citizen because it's still not something I'm interested in. So, I made the video in response to illustrate some of the reasons why I'm not interested in it. And I made a big deal about the fact that it's not intuitive. There's nothing intuitive about the way that any of it works, and you basically can't figure these things out on your own because the way they decided to set it up just doesn't really make any sense based off of how most of us have been conditioned to think about gameplay. And there's just, at first the video itself wasn't really getting a lot of attention, and, it was kind of half and half. Some people were agreeing with me, some people were disagreeing with me, but I guess the YouTube algorithm got a hold of it or something, and man, it's been putting it in front of a bunch of Star Citizen fanboys. So I've been getting a lot, like, I think the like to dislike ratio has dropped to like 28%, and most people really just detest the video. And you know, that's fine. Nobody has to agree with me. You don't have to like my opinion. I'm not going to lose sleep over people who, you know, over people who are getting in a twist over a video game. It's like, if my opinion of the video game matters to you, that's your problem, man. Sorry. But, you know, just some of the comments that I got on it are just, it's clear that people are emotionally invested in the game and they're going to attack anybody who has anything negative to say about it. And, you know, while some of the criticisms are justified, you know, the tutorial thing, you know, like I said, I don't remember seeing an option for a tutorial. It's certainly possible it was there and I just clicked through it. That's fine. That's a fair criticism. But at the same time, when you're trying to tell me that it's not rocket science to use the mouse wheel to increase your speed, I'm sorry, guys, that doesn't make much sense to me. What is the mouse wheel for in most games? It's for zoom. It's for zooming in on your... It's for zooming in. Why would it ever occur to me that the mouse wheel is for speed? Why would I even go to look at the mouse for speed? In what game have I ever played, other than Star Citizen, where the mouse has anything to do with your speed? You know? So it's just like, people who are into the game and it's easy for them because they've been doing it for a very long time, are obviously going to be like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And they don't understand that, you know, if you're just jumping into the game, you're not going to know this stuff. And, you know, clearly the tutorial option wasn't prominent enough for, you know, somebody who's just trying to hop into the game after a while. I just didn't notice it was there. It's certainly possible it was. I believe them when they say that it was. Or maybe at the time I was thinking I didn't really need a tutorial because it's just another space game. So, you know, where's the option to... My issue with the game was less about... If you watch the video, my issue with the game was less about, you know, being handheld and more about just the choices that they made for certain things. For example, why would you put the ATC option in the Friends menu? In the Friends communication menu? ATC is not my friend. Why would it ever occur to me to go into my friends section of my comm thingy to find the ATC? I mean, obviously the tutorial would have told me that, but my criticism is less about the fact that I couldn't find it and more about the fact of why in the hell would you put it there? That makes no logical sense at all. Like, completely, zero. And then, you know, there's a lot of issues with just the decision making that they made that I don't like it. I don't like the decisions that they've made. And that was primarily my griping. I mean, I know I was frustrated about some other things that were in there and people kind of latched onto that. And you know, I tend to get easily annoyed. I'm easily annoyed, and that's just it came across in the video. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm mostly just talking about it now because I'm just like, I can't help but laugh at the backlash from people who think that, you know, their game is so superior, but it's been in alpha for 10 years. Like, come on, guys. You guys are killing me. You're killing me. They're trying to counter my arguments by saying it's in alpha. It's in alpha. It's in alpha. And I'm like, well, it's been in alpha for 10 years. How long does it need to be in alpha? When are they going to get it out of alpha and into a, you know, a reasonably playable condition? When alpha is not intended to be playable, and you're trying to defend your product by telling me it's in alpha for 10 years? Come on, guys. Come on. So, you know, and the other half of that discussion that I really wanted to focus on was just the fact that I think a lot of these people think that when they leave comments like that and they put a dislike on my video, because I know I've complained in the past about people putting dislikes on my videos, but it occurs to me that, you know, engagement is engagement. YouTube doesn't really pay much attention to whether you like or dislike a video. They care about whether you do something with that video. So if you leave a comment, that's engagement. It's kind of like the whole no press is bad press kind of thing. You know, if you're interacting with a video, well, that's some kind of interaction with the video, and that helps that channel out one way or the other. If you're, you know, number one, you're watching the video, which is contributing to that channel's watch time, which, you know, definitely helps out with channel metrics. And then if you leave a comment, or if you leave a like or a dislike, that's an engagement. That's some kind of an engagement. And YouTube doesn't really care whether it's a like or a dislike. All it cares about is that the video affected you enough that you felt the need to do something with it. It's reaching the viewer. So, you know, these people come in and leave a dislike thinking that they're going to hurt my feelings, and I'm like, no, thank you very much for, you know, leaving some kind of engagement that tells the algorithm that my video is worth something. Whether it's a positive something or a negative something, that's up to the person watching the video. But as far as YouTube is concerned, all it cares about is that you're clicking on the video, you're watching the video, and you're engaging with the video in some way. And, you know, I'm shifting my perspective. I'm shifting my perspective to really focus in on that and less about whether people are liking or disliking or what my like to dislike ratio is or anything. Man, no biologicals at all for a couple systems. But we do need to go and scan the water world. So, you know, I'm having to make a shift in the way I view how I interact with my own channel because, you know, I have to keep that in mind. Engagement is engagement, and, you know, there's going to be a lot of people who disagree with you and don't like what you have to say, and that's fine. It's okay. I have to remind myself of that. So I basically, now I just have a standard response to negative comments, because I have this OCD thing where I don't like having unresponded comments listed in my little thing. And YouTube doesn't offer a way to just mark as read. So like there's a section in your channel your YouTube Studio thing where you're able to view your metrics and look at comments and all that kind of stuff. And there's a section on there that has comments not responded to, and it always shows up as the first default option. So I'm always going to see comments there. And I don't like seeing things there, and they don't offer a way to just mark as read to get rid of it. You have to either delete the comment or do something else with, or respond to the comment. So what I do now is I have a standard response. I just say, thanks for helping out with channel engagement. I just copy paste that in there, and that's going to be my response to, you know, pretty much any negative comment that's out there, because it's not worth getting into an argument with people. They're not going to like what I have. If they don't like what I have to say, getting into a continued protracted discussion with them about it doesn't make any sense. It's just a big waste of time. They're not going to convince me of their opinion, and I'm not going to convince them of my opinion. So why are we going to waste our time arguing about it? Let's just get on with our day, right? That's all I'm saying. So, you know, I'm trying to have as healthy of a view of all of that stuff as I can. And for the most part, I'm amused that these people were so offended by what I had to say that they felt the need to take time out of their day to write extended, protracted comments about what I said. It's like, you know, I could understand maybe if I was an influencer that actually had a really large following and people were, you know, I was able to exert influence over a large portion of the community. I have 700, I don't even have 800 subscribers in. I have people already coming into my channel trying to dog me because I don't like their game. Like, come on, guys, you don't have anything better to do with your day? But, you know, that's internet trolls for you. They don't have anything better to do than to come in and, you know, dislike what you have to say. And I think the part that is like funny to me the most is that they criticize me for not paying attention and noticing the tutorial and all this stuff. It's like, if you just did the tutorial, it would have, you blah, 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 blah. And it's like, well, okay, my response to you is, well, if you had actually just listened to the beginning of my video, I specifically said that this video is intended for those people who have directly come into my channel and left comments trying to get me to play Star Citizen. I said it, I specifically stated it at the beginning of the video. Yeah, this video is primarily for those people who came in and left comments telling me that I should play Star Citizen. And this is why, I'm kind of illustrating why I'm not. So, you know, what else do you want from me? I specifically said that this video is for, you know, those few people who seem to value my opinion about things, and this is why I'm making the video. It's not for the rest of you. People just don't understand. They can't separate, you know, targeted audiences. They think that everything is meant for everybody, and that they have to have something to say about it because you insulted my thing. I don't like you. It's like, you guys, like, I don't leave negative comments on videos. I don't leave dislikes on videos. I have better things to do with my time than sit here and try to let some anonymous content creator that I don't know, you know, to make sure they understand I don't like what you said. Boo, boo. Like, you guys really don't have anything better to do with your time? So, you know, the focus of this video, of my commentary on this video, is just letting you guys know that geological 3. I got excited for a second there. I thought it was going to be some biological. Just a focus on, you know, I appreciate those of you who take time to leave constructive criticism, and, you know, it's clear that your attitude is one that's meant to help. And for the rest of you, I don't care. I just don't care. I mean, obviously, you can't be exposed to negative comments like that and not have that millisecond of defensiveness where you're like, F you, man, F you and your comment. But, you know, I can't run a channel that way, and no successful person can run a channel that way, sitting here wallowing in the negativity that people spew at you. This is the internet, and that's the way that it is, and, you know, I have to hold on to that. There's people that are going to like what I have to say, and there's people that are going to hate what I have to say, and, you know, the people who have strong feelings about it are going to go out of their way to waste their time trying to let me know they hate what I had to say. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you got to do, man. But it does give me something to talk about as I get here, and, you know, so I talk about this stuff less because I'm overly worried about it, and more because, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to come up with things to talk about, and when people get on my channel and start saying ridiculous things to me, here I am having a conversation about it for my video. So, you know, it helps with channel engagement, it helps with giving things to talk about. You know, it helps out in a lot of ways. And I also like the irony of the fact that, you know, these people get on here with all this hate thinking that I'm going to teach him a lesson, and it's like, no, all you're doing is making my channel grow. Thanks, appreciate it. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you guys expecting is going to happen? You're going to change my mind because you had something to say? Like, no, I don't care about what you have to say. I don't know you. You have no value in my eyes unless you're a subscriber or somebody who actually comes back and watches a lot, or especially if you're a channel member. I do have a join button down there for those of you who enjoy my content enough to want to you know, help support it financially. But unless you're in that camp of people who are actually, you know, contributing to my channel in some way, your opinion means absolutely zero to me. And, you know, I'd be lying if I said that the comments, you know, didn't hurt my ego a little bit, but after you read the comment and you get over that little burst of F you get to the point where you're just like, you know what, it's not worth the argument. Their opinion doesn't matter, and why am I going to worry about it? I think we're actually gonna scan this one. Hopefully we can actually find something. We're already almost 20 minutes into this video. We need to find a biological source of something to go find. I guess I think the rule kind of needs to be now that if we go into a system after the 15-minute mark and we find any kind of biology, we should probably just go ahead and stop, because I'd rather find something than nothing. But with any luck, this system will have a 2 or 3 biology planet on it. That would be nice. Come on. Nope, still nothing. What do we got? I'm a little oh, nope, right there. Do we have any? Okay, so I'm having a hard time telling. I wish the interface for this was just a little bit more clear when there's a bunch of stuff on top of each other. I'm not sure how you would fix that. I'm just saying I wish that there was a way to make it a little bit more clear, because sometimes it's hard to tell whether there's actually something there. I know the ring for it is a little bit more white or whatever, but it's just, I don't know. I'd like a little bit more of an aura or something that pops up to let you know, oh, hey, there's still some stuff here you haven't scanned yet. Because sometimes it gets, when there's a bunch of them on top of each other like that, it gets a little difficult to figure out what you have left. Doesn't seem like there's going to be any biology on this one. Got a few more chances here. No. Still no. Last chance. And nothing. Alright, well, off we go to the next one. I have to say, we've kind of had an all or nothing kind of series of videos lately, where we either find nothing or we find a bunch of stuff, but it's at the end of the video, and I end up having to go past my 30-minute time limit for these videos. And while that's not necessarily a terrible thing, I feel like the longer videos discourage people from clicking on them, because they look at 30 plus minutes and they're just like, ugh. But you look at a 20-minute video and you're like, yeah, I could probably sit and watch that. So I really try to stick to the, you know, keeping that first number reading a 2. Alright, hopefully this one will have some biology on it, and we can go and stop and find some stuff.
Fuel scope disengaged.
Okay, well, this has, at least has a water world on it. So we'll target that, but hopefully... Oh, there's a couple of water worlds on it. Okay. What is this? No biology. What we got? Come on, give me some biology, guys. Because if we can go scan the water world and then, okay, anything around this body here? Because if we can go scan... Well, it told me that there was nothing. I'm confused. What is it? Okay, there we go. Is that it? All right, come on, give us some biology here. Sorry, I'm kind of focused on trying to actually get the filters on where they need to go. Still no biology. Ugh. I have noticed that the biology tends to be on moons around another body.
System scan complete.
Okay, let's check the map really quick. Is there somewhere to land? Because we're basically out of time here. So we have a water... Is this a water world? No. Oh, yeah, terrestrial water world, terrestrial water world. So we'll go over and get these done, scanned, and then we'll land. Not what I meant to do. I'm trying to do the one key here. There we go. So yeah, we'll get a couple of scans and then we'll land here and then we'll be done. It's a little unfortunate that it worked out the way that it worked out, but what can you do? All right, here we are approaching the water world. We'll get close enough to do our scan, then run off to the other one. Bum, bum, bum. All right, here we go. Let's get slowed down. Come on. Oh, mouse keeps going off the screen. All right, 6 probes is the max. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we need to find the other one. I need to go to the map for that because it's hard to tell from there. So we are at this one. We need to go to this one. Get off the map. Then we head over to this one. Turn all the way around. 1.8 kilolight seconds. Okay. Well, anyways, we'll head over here and get this one done, right? I want to see the number start to come down. It just says light seconds. It's confusing because off here to the left, over on the little holographic thing, it says 1.80 kilolight seconds, and then it just shows up as light seconds here, and I always forget that they pretty much mean the same thing. But anyways, I'll head over here and bring you guys back when we're ready to do the scan. Right, here we are, getting ready to scan the second water world, and then we'll go find a planet to land on. Go! 6 probes again for this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, back to the map. Well, actually, I didn't need to go to the map. I just need to find the nearest landable planet. 620 light seconds. Back the other way.
Surface scan complete.
Selves lined up and head over here. So again, I will bring you guys back when we're ready to descend towards the planet. All right, approaching our planetary landing. Looks like we're going to be really close to the sun for this one, really close to the star, so that'll be kind of cool. Hopefully we can land in a spot that allow us to have a really large star rise or star set or whatever you want to call it. We're already kind of on the dark side, and I like to land on the Terminator. So I'll try to get that done here in a second. We just got to get close enough to start our landing. Get the Super Cruise Assist turned off so it doesn't auto-orbit us. Slow down just a little bit. Turn off to the side so we can get a nice clear approach to the dark and light side there. So anyways, like I was saying, you know, obviously it bothers me just a little bit to have people come into my channel and start leaving all kinds of negative comments. You know, you're a liar if you think that the things that other people say truly don't bother you. But at the same time, you know, if you're going to be in this space, you have to have the ability to recognize that stuff for what it is and just understand that you can't please everybody. And you got to do what you got to do, you, man. You got to do you. And some people are going to like you, some people are going to hate you. And, you know, it gives me something to talk about. I can kind of come in here and laugh a little bit at the people who felt so strongly about what I had to say that they felt the need to leave paragraphs of comments in response to what I said. Like, I don't know. I don't understand that mentality where you feel like you feel like what you have to say is so important that you're going to spend, you know, however long it took you to write that out to let me know that you disagree with what I have to say. Like, you don't even know me, man. You don't even know me. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know. I mean, I guess I can't really say too much about that because I have done that in the past, but the difference between those people and me is that virtually every time I've ever sat down and wrote a very long comment in response to something that somebody had to say that I didn't like, I go back and I reread it and then I delete it because I'm like, they don't care. They don't care about what I have to say. Why am I sitting here and writing this? This is so stupid. It would be nice if more people would get to the point where they just let things roll off their back. If you don't like what somebody has to say, just walk away, man. You don't have to disagree with them. You can disagree with them, but you don't have to make your disagreement known. What do you get out of coming into someone else's going onto someone else's video and leaving an extended comment, you know, when they clearly have no interest in the game anyway? I don't understand what people get out of that. I mean, I guess they think that they're helping other people. Pointing out this guy's BS, man. Pointing out this guy's BS. Okay, if you really feel the need to do that, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. Lots of people on the internet full of BS. You're going to waste a lot of your life away trying to stamp all that out. There's a lot of BS on the internet. Let's get ourselves. I like this though. We're going to be really close to the star. But I think we landed on the side of it though that's going to be in darkness by the time we come back. That's all right though. I just need to find a place to land, and of course we ended up in a rough terrain area here. I'm seeing something that looks some spots that look like they might be able to land. Oh, there we go. All right, get ourselves turned towards the star. And there we go. So hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows you did and sends the video out to as many people as possible. We want to get a lot of people along for this journey so that we can all have fun together and talk about the journey and, you know, just enjoy being out in space. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button. Check out the list of perks that will become available should you decide to join the channel and support it financially, and decide if any of those are right for you. Again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys had lots of fun, and I'll see you for the next one.